Okay, on to our second half. We're gonna be seeing Geisha spawning by Geisha. Geisha meaning Geisha there. Oh my lord. Going to go straight towards Graveyard here to meet the Toy Merchant, but it seems like Toy Merchant is a little bit out of position here from Sinton's side. We're able to drop down the pallet, but we're gonna be having to... Oh, well, Toy Merchant did manage to get a catapult down right there, but it seems like we'll be forced on normal here right before the pallet zone, thankfully. So for Sinton, at least, he has quite a bit of room for containment here, especially when it comes to flying around the area. By the time that Sinton actually goes out, there is another butterfly there for Super Rich to use, but it seems like we're actually just gonna decide to go on towards the tram right here, but we have to be very careful. Tram stays for 8 seconds. Has 8 seconds been up? No, it hasn't. So there is no... there is no car crash, well, tram crash, let's say. Higher is nearby, Higher being the patient main here, meanwhile Lion, Mercenary, and T is up at balcony, so I guess Toy Merchant is just dead here. Yeah, Toy Merchant is just dead here. That's a 60-second good containment, is what I would like to say, but judging by the Cypher Machine progress, it still does look like it's a tie game overall. We can have Mercenary finishing the Patient Cypher Machine and his own Cypher Machine, meanwhile Patience opens the 4th Cypher, but meanwhile T, on the other hand, T probably has to rotate a little bit closer towards the Cherna if he's going to become the 2nd rescuer right after this. But Lion doing a really good job at crouching right now. This is Koa level rescuer. We're going to be able to successfully elbow pad in here, gets a normal hit, and that's going to be a very normal ass rescue. But anyways, for Sinton's side right now, we did not throw down a 1 just yet. We probably will be throwing down the 1 soon for... Probably will be throwing down the 1 for maybe Cordy to pick up later, as we do see as well. Throw a little bit closer towards the chair. That's either for Cordy or that's either for someone else to use later when they come around this area. So overall for now, it's not too bad for YS's side. They do have more than enough Cypher Machine. The Cypher Rush here is absolutely insane. And we most likely will be able to sell here. Lion more or less just have to crouch around this area, not to give too much, you know, not to give too much leeway for Super Rich to go out, because this is just the difference, right? If you rescue after half, you're going to be forced to rescue, and if you rescue the survivor before half, just a lot of emphasis here, the hunter's kind of forced to stay near the area no matter what happens. And then Lion being nearby, still crouching for as long as he can, but it doesn't seem like Super Rich will be playing hide and seek here anymore. We are going to be able to see Cordy finishing off her Cypher Machine, meanwhile Patient going back straight towards his own Cypher Machine. Now, based off the Cypher Machine locations here, the last 3 Cypher Machine are relatively close towards each other, but Super Rich still trying to look for the nearby survivors. He did lose Tinnitus here, so going back towards Tinnitus here, probably does realize, okay, maybe Mercenary is actually inside corner house, but it does seem like we're going to spot out Patient here first and foremost. Now then, good news, by the time Patient has been spotted out here, Mercenary finishing his own Cypher Machine. The last 3 Cypher Machine will not be next towards each other, but also Higher holding on towards his hook here for as long as he can. We are going to hook and pull right towards double 11. Quite a bit area to be in because Lion is just nearby, but Lion as well forcing himself up towards the corner house. We're going to be able to drop the pallet. No blink will be used just yet, most likely no elbow pad as well, because it doesn't seem like there's a need for now. But ooh, that butterfly is a fortune in disguise. Gonna be able to put down the pallet, and with Coordinator starting the 4 Cypher Machine near Geisha, I mean overall this still isn't too bad. Patient should be able to finish his Cypher Machine as well, and then Lion is rushing out towards balcony, a little bit of a more difficult area to chair in, but overall we're going to be seeing the Mercenary being chaired here. Now then, more or less what's going to happen here is we're going to be able to drop down. Now after dropping down, more or less the Cypher Machine is primed, so Coordinator being able to come into rescue would be nice, but it seems like Patient will be the one coming instead, because Patient was the one that popped his Cypher Machine. Cordy on the other hand, even with accelerated decoding, that 25% decoding debuff does kind of hurt. We're going to go out to look for Cordy, meanwhile Patient's going to go get a no damage rescue, but pushing out Cordy so much right now. Super Rich Super Rich doesn't have any upper hand because this is a Mercenary on chair at the end of the day. So we are going to be able to see Mercenary being rescued right before having a Cypher Machine is currently... We want the body block here for Mercenary full health. Oh, There we go. With the butterfly, and that's going to be a normal hit. We have to pop here. We will have to pop here, yeah. It's better to pop there. It's better to pop there. Then with the speed boost here in mind, it seems like we're going to go out to look for a higher instead. Without any butterflies being used there as well, wanting to stock up as much as possible for later on, because you're going to have to play mind games with the patient here and there from time to time. We're going to do with a red light trick. We don't see any hunters nearby just yet, but dashing over here immediately, the butterfly kind of cutting a halfway point. Now there is blink, but Super Rich needs more than a tie here unless his survivors can guess. Unless his survivors can guess something else, but we are going to dash back here immediately. And higher on the other hand though, getting the blink down. Let's congratulate the tie for YS for game 2. Moving on to our second half of game 2, of course. Okay, second half, we're going to be seeing D-ball spawning by the corner here. Going to look for the patient. Patient first chase isn't too bad. But I guess more or less we're going to be seeing Toy Merchant there near... Toy Merchant in Graveyard is kind of annoying though, but it does seem like Patient may actually just rotate the Graveyard as well. We're going to look down here for as long as we can, but it seems like Cordy is also nearby. So that's the Hunter's Instincts with a 2% movement speed boost here being fully utilized. But also at the same time, I just feel... Well, overall this team comp is very similar to last game. It's very fast. Except for the fact that we're going to have a first officer instead of a mercenary. But that's a very nice normal hit on towards the patient. Patient getting quite a little bit of a fast hit there. That's going to be the second hook used, but at least this hook will allow patient to rotate in a little bit closer. Oh, we are able to cut a butterfly there at least, but that's a fast pallet breaking. Fast pallet breaking trump card detention geisha is the seam. And then still trying to play. We aren't. Ooh, nice pallet stone. We won't be able to actually dash over the butterflies here if you're going to play like dash. But having the next dash ready as well, it does seem like patient will be... Ooh, knocking in the pallet stone there. A little bit unfortunate. But the Cypher Machine does seem like it's enough for now. We are going to be able to see a 19-second containment here overall from the patient. And the Cypher Machine, it's very similar to last game. It's not too... It's not enough, but it's also not too less. Heart here being forced to rescue. More or less the watch will be used here the watch will be used here just to buy a little bit more time. One watch is like 20 to 30 second free containment here on chairs, so more or less for her, as long as he just as long as he's just a little bit wary here, overall everything should be fine. We do see that Cordy and Toy Merchant was able to finish off their Cypher Machine. 4th and 5th Cypher Machine may actually start pretty darn soon. That's going to be a no damage rescue, but instead an exchange hit on towards our rescue. Meanwhile, First Officer is forcing the Cypher. Okay, we're gonna have someone else finishing the 70% Cypher Machine. We're probably expecting the coordinator to actually come in with an item for patient. Hey, patient. I don't think that should have happened, but it happened. I don't think that should have happened, but it did happen. So overall for now, we're going to be able to chart the patient down here. Where is AK? AK is bringing items from the back. He's quite close as well, which is relatively nice. We're going to bring him from corner house all the way up to patient. Okay, we're still looking at AK right here, but if AK gets forced, it may not be that much of a good idea. I wonder where the item was dropped. I wasn't really focusing there, but overall we're waiting. Oh, we gun first? Do we gun first? It seems like we're gonna start with a rally if that's the case, if we're gunning first. I don't think gunning first was a good idea, my friends. I don't think it was a good idea. That's gonna be a first hit on towards coordinator. Fair enough, but Cordy's tier still is a flywheel to use, so maybe we have quite a lot of body belt potential here. We're blinking in, gets it on towards Cordy. Okay, this could be crucial. The last Cypher Machine is at 12% remaining right now, and by the time Toy Merchant reaches towards the last Cypher, it may actually just be enough. Oh my lord, we're going to be able to vault over there, but vault over and back once again, but it does seem like patient is going to go down, so still a relatively nice tie game. D-ball keeping it at 71 heart rate right now. Quite calm, really calm for a fella that nearly lost a tie game, but overall it's still okay. Now we're gonna run towards first officer for some odd reason. Probably doesn't know that it's a first officer right there, but the last 12% Cypher Machine is going to be quite darn hard to finish right now, because we're gonna have to heal the Cordy first before we start the last Cypher Machine. Now the last Cypher Machine could be the one actually outside Corner House right now, because I do remember First Officer decoding a little bit. But you never know. You never know. It seems like Cordy's going to be able to get an item for herself here as well. First Officer will have to go look for a chest too, because we need items for endgame, or else we're going to be fully consumed by Geisha for a possible 3-man elimination endgame. But AK got a needle, so that's not fun. Then we're going to be seeing AK decoding the Cypher Machine. No more time to waste right here. Meanwhile, Ata is going to become the next immediate chase. That is quite a fast hit. That is quite a fast hit on towards the Toy Merchant, but once again, Toy Merchant does get countered by a Geisha after all. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Atto still trying to continue for as long as possible. We're playing mind games here and there and such, but it does seem like it's going to be a terror shock down. We are going to be able to see Heart rushing straight towards that Cypher Machine at 88%, and AK making his way over here right now. Survivor doesn't really have that much items to use. Heart did get a perfume, but perfume more or less is only viable in 2-story areas for now. Especially against the Geisha, it's only valid in 2-story areas. Now it is a 99% Cypher Machine primed. We are going to be able to see that rescue at least, but it seems like for Debo, he wants to tunnel Atsuko instead. But I don't think tunneling, I feel like just hitting any of them will be fine, but we are going to be able to get the hit on towards Toy Merchant there. Toy Merchant on the other hand, it seems like I want to go for, yeah, going for Cordy here may actually just be a better idea, but it does seem like it will be cut off. And blinking down, Cordy going down on the ground right here. We're going to be able to chair Cordy, but even if you chair here, First Officer is still in, well, if D-Ball is able to find First Officer, it'll be a whole different story. But we'll just have to see here. Cypher Machine, the exit gate is currently at 50%. It seems like the gate actually could be open on time. Oh, this is quite close, but with his 8-second cooldown on the butterfly, let's congratulate a tie here for GR moving on towards game 3.